About your assumptions about me. So you guys sent in not very many assumptions, but I thought to just like sort of let's open up. Let me be a bit opening up based on your assumptions and just talk to you guys. So first of all, I like sometimes to address videos, to address comments onto my channel. So in my last video that I made, and when I was talking about a date with dating, my past dating experiences. If you guys have not noticed, my channel is about talking about my life experiences. So I do not make up stories on my channel. It is, they are the things that has actually happened to me, my journey in life. So I talked about me dating, went out to date a Yoruba man. I dated a couple. I give a chance since I decided to now I decided that I will date exclusively African men, or I changed my mind 110% that I would like to date my own. Okay, that I would like to date my own. Yeah, that there is a reason behind it. It's just because a lot of things. If you watch my videos, you would know it, the reason why I say that. But anyway, I'm just gonna say that, you guys, I got a lot of, not really a lot, like two people sent me hate comments. Now, I don't really get a lot of hate comments on my channel. And when I get them, obviously they are not good. And sometimes I'm like, it doesn't frustrate me anymore, because I do know, of course it doesn't feel nice most of the time, but I do know that these people are just channeling their frustration for whatever reason. Because a lot of people, for example, I got a comment and this person was upset with me that I was speaking about my experiences, and he says that he only wants the positives about a black man. You only want the positives for people to spread positivity in the black community, and he doesn't care about the negatives. He doesn't care about the bad things that are happening. So even despite that, in that video I mentioned that there are a lot of there are amazing African men, Nigerian men. They're amazing, but the majority of the bad ones, let's not forget that a lot of bad ones have really spoiled it for the good ones. So the guys in that video, and I believe maybe most of them are Nigerians, they were so much in their feelings, and some of them abused me, and somebody was like calling me, like saying that I'm ugly for some reason. I don't know where what eyes are you looking at me with, in what perspective are you looking at me, depending on which angle you're looking at me. Now to say that I'm ugly, now I'm beautifully and wonderfully made in God's own image. Which part of me is ugly? Look at my nose, and then look at my eye, and then look at my facial structure. Look at my juicy lips. Look at the angle, hubby. I do know that people in what is it called? People in which country? In Korea, go under the knife to get a face like mine. Okay, they want chiseled face. They want a chin like mine. They want, please now. If you're trying to bully me with better things than saying I'm ugly. I have a mirror. I see myself. I know myself. And besides, it's not about my physical beauty. It's about my inner beauty that is channeling that. I am sorry if my if the demon in you do not get along with the spirit in me. It's not my business. I say this again and again. It's not my business. And again, if you do not like to watch my videos, just click out. No, nobody is putting a gun on your head and telling you, you guys, this is a bit of a rant video. So this guy was calling me ugly, and I was like, okay, I think maybe maybe you like boys or what. Sometimes you are gay, that's why you say I'm ugly, you know. I know I might not be everybody's cup of coffee, but like open, like remove the dirt inside your eyes and look at me once again. Which part of me is ugly now? Where? Show me. Where? I want to see where. I'm trying to look, but I can't. Where? Please. Anyway, so that is not going to get into my nerves, because I do know I'm not. Okay, I'm not ugly. So I don't know what is this guy talking about. Anyway, let's move on. Somebody else. Okay, the reason why is because these people, especially these men, honestly, no man in Africa, or no man don't want to own to their ways. They don't want to own it. And even the man, I wish that you would take a chance to sort of comment and say that for whatever reason, whatever these guys are doing, stop being like this with your fellow women or with each other. Stop being like this, because for a woman, for women, in that comment section, a lot of women made their stories, and they were actually talking about similar things that I was talking about regarding dating this man. And so obviously not all men are like this, but so if a lot of women complain all over the world about a certain group of people, you have to know that it's true, that they cannot just make up this kind of allegations or these kind of stories at all. It is true, the things that are happening to us. And unless you date men, that is the only time you can debug. Have you dated a man yourself? Have you gone out with a man? Have you? Huh? So then you don't debug any woman's, if any woman, you're not walking in any woman's shoes to debug their stories and to say, oh, talk about the positives. Well, the positives are there. We talk about them. Even in my channel, I talk about the positives. Of course, there are a lot of African men who are amazing, but a lot, please, we are not going to go through this conversation, because in this, as we speak now, because women are afraid of speaking up and saying the things that are happening to them in the community. In Kenya alone, the year 2019 and 2018, 41 plus women have been murdered in the hands of these men, in the hands of men. The women have gone suffering in silence, because if they speak, the community are going to shun them and tell them to shut up. Like, for example, I just want to know exactly, who are you to tell a woman not to give her story? Who are you? Like, you are a nobody, but at this point, you're just some computer viruses that I don't even know exist. If you come to like verbal diarrhea on my comment and like comment and with a hunger, who are you? Just let people share their experiences. I choose to share my experience the way I choose to. Don't tell me, or don't share your experiences. As who are you telling me not to share my experiences now? Go and open your channel and speak about the positives that has happened into your life. But don't come to my channel and tell me, oh, why you only speak about you are painting black men with a bad brush. I am not. I'm just saying the truth. I know the truth hurts. Nobody wants to hear the truth. But the truth has to be said at the end of the day. Women has to be warned about these good for nothing people men who are running up and down, using their penises to think all over the place. Like, ain't nobody got time for this kind of people. So a lot of women have to rise and stand up, and first of all have women empowerment. You don't have to have the society telling you, my God, this video is going to a different direction. It's going to turn out to be a rant video. So anyway, you don't really have to. You don't have to bow down to the society expectations about you. If you are suffering, if you are in violence, whatever violent relationship you are in, come out and speak about it. Say, this is what is happening to me. And you don't have to stick to, you don't have to cover, suffering in silence, going to your grave because you are covering, you don't want to, the society are going to judge you if you open up about anything that is happening to you. If you have a wonderful, I know that there are a lot of people even in that comment section who said they have a many wonderful, even there are women who are making videos in this YouTube platform speaking about how wonderful their marriages are. A lot of horrible marriages have spoiled it for the beautiful marriages, but at the end of the day, we want these kind of people to come up also and make their stories and say how wonderful it is, and again also speak about the negatives and the positive. As for me, I am not married, so I would not speak about how beautiful, and I have not met anybody yet, you know. I have not met any African man yet who is going to tell me that, oh well, make me, I'm here, like I'm in the process of, venturing and making sure when I say I do to an African man, you will know that this man is a wonderful man for sake of it. As for now, dating African men is the only thing that I am pursuing, okay? It's the only thing that I am pursuing. And this is not to tell you guys that I am available. I'm not available into the market for any man. I am not available. I'm already taken. Okay? I'm just letting you guys know. So anyway, and another person was telling me, was again upset in the same video and was telling me that I am gay. I'm like I am a lesbian. Hey, may God forgive you now, abomination. Which one? What I do with the woman? What is the definition of a lesbian? What is that? Hmm? I think as it means that a girl who is sleeping with a girl. Huh? In which it's not in my vocabulary. Maybe I don't know, and maybe you're saying that, in that video I spoke about celibacy, and I spoke about I'm not like, something. People get things so twisted, like just because I do not want to sleep with a stranger makes me a lesbian, or just because I do not encourage sleeping around, or even encouraging giving my body to different men. Like seriously, like may God forgive you. I am not. And I repeat, I'm not. Whether it is, maybe is it my hairstyle that is making you say that I am. No, I am not. And maybe the spirit in you, the lesbianism or the gayism spirit in you, is the one that is trying to fight with my spirit, the spirit of God within me, to come and provoke me to say that I am what I am not. Hey, Chafia, God forbid, it's not happening. It's never been happening. What is this abomination? So anyway, you guys, let me continue and say that and say give you guys a little bit of assumption, as this video is taking, I don't want it to take so long. So somebody assumed that I am tough-headed. All right, I will accept that I am, on one condition. I do not accept anyone to treat me like ish. Nobody is allowed to come to my life and treat me like ish. Nobody is allowed to come and disrespect me, because as a matter of fact, I try as much as possible not to disrespect people. So I expect that from other people as well. So if somebody approached me with the wrong, approached me, depending on what attitude and who I'm dealing with, my head is very tough, to be honest. I'm not even kidding. Very tough. But at the end, at the same time, I know my spirit, and I know the spirit of God in me. And my sister is born with me in the same house. She is born with me, or even she is born with me from the same womb. She will give you an idea who I am. She will tell you without even sugarcoating it. And most of you guys have even noticed. But I know that I am tough-headed. Yes, I am a tough-headed person. I do not take any type of bullshit treatment from some people, depending on who I am dealing with. Yes, my true color, my bushness is gonna come out depending on who has crossed my path in what way. I will be tough-headed with you. Hey, I will deal with you accordingly. Nonsense. So anyway, the next one is, you are strong-minded and a very humble person, and I like that about you. You will continue to go far in life. Just keep moving in the right direction. I love seeing your I love seeing you are all of the success. God will forever bless you, my friend. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you are such a sweetheart. The people who have the spirit of God in them can sense, and they can see the spirit of God. When they can see it from afar, and then they can realize, I mean, Mama, we are in the spirit, you can see. Yes, I am a very strong-minded person. I'm a very humble as well. You are correct. Correct 100%. I am extremely, everything that you said here, your assumption is correct. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Even you, I wish you all the best. And somebody else, this is a subject that I've seen a lot of people channeling on my channel. Like they are always bringing this. Like this assumption is real. So someone is saying, I am hopeless romantic. You enjoy your life, career, success, and independence, but behind closed door you long so share uh, be, career, success, independent, but behind closed doors you long to share it with a wonderful, caring, preferably African man who is crazily and madly in love with you. And then you're telling me, Ruby, he is coming. He will match you spiritually, culturally, financially too, despite your exciting jet lag lifestyle. Your deepest longing is to find love and happiness. You want a husband, children, the whole lot. Those are my assumptions about you. So, okay, partly you are correct. It's every woman wants to have a home, wants to have security, wants to not. I'm not sure if every woman, but not all, because marriage is not for everyone. But with this assumption, it is partly true. But I want you to realize that it is something that I am open to. I am very much open to, and when it happens, I'll let you guys know definitely, and I will choose if I want to share with you guys the bits and bits of it. I've said that in my couple of videos, but then again, I had come to a place in my life that when I was younger, okay, when I was younger, this it used to really bother me because I wanted it so bad, but it was just not happening. I just kept attracting and meeting all these loser men. But at the end of the day, as I get older, it reached a point where I sort of want to be, my main aim is to take each day one day at a time, and I want to be happy one day at a time. And then I say to myself, like, you cannot, I cannot just specifically want to be happy only when I have somebody in my life. Like, I want to continue being myself and continue enjoying this journey because life doesn't pause for anybody. So again, for me, the worst part about being unmarried or being not yet married is the people who have some sort of judgments and or who are actually ridiculing you, or who are laughing at you or whatever. It's the society expectations and how the society treat certain people when they are not married by a certain time. And this is the thing that usually bother me. But then again, I have come to realize that I do not have to look at the society to depend on the society. Like, even I don't have to worry about anybody, because these people, they want a wedding and they don't care what happens after that wedding. They are coming to eat rice and to see, oh, what type of dress did she wear, oh, what type of man did she marry, oh, did she marry a rich man, oh, who's this man that she's married to, like for gossip purposes. But after that, they are not there to be seen. You're the one who is going to deal with whatever it is that you have gotten yourself into. So that is the reason why I really do not want to say that I am really like I'm longing and I am really like I really want it. I used to be like that, but at the same time, it made me realize that I just have to live my life, and whatever whatever happens will happen along the way. But even sometimes people come and go, including husbands. They come and go. But I remember there was some celebrity who said that she didn't want to depend so much on being coupled up as being the only way for her to be happy, like, she can be happy whether married or unmarried, or even if she is with somebody, she have her separate life apart from this person, so she don't have to entirely depend her happiness on somebody else. So this is why I'm saying that even if I am even if I was single and I was not taken, or let's say I'm married, the only thing I want to is to be happy each day, one day at a time. Then when it happens, it will become, he will be a bonus in my life. But I will not be paranoid and be like, oh my God, the society, I have to make it work. Oh my God, I have to stay, like, even if thing, like, I don't know if you guys understand me. It's like, it's not like when I don't have a husband, I'm okay. When I have a husband, I'm okay. Either way, I'm going to be okay. He comes one day, you don't, sometimes he leaves. I'm not saying it's going to leave touch wood after he comes. At the end of the day, when you are by yourself, your own happiness is what matters. You are the captain to your own ship. So it really doesn't matter if you had somebody or you didn't have somebody. If that man found you when you were miserable, when you are married to them, you are still be miserable. But it's nice to have a family. It's nice to raise a child in a loving place. It's nice to experience love in the land of the living. It's nice to have a life journey with somebody to talk to, or a best friend, or just a guy who is going to grow old with you. You know what I mean? It's really nice. It's beautiful. But again, we have to realize that there are some people whom it doesn't happen to. It really doesn't happen to everybody. Not marriage is not for everybody. And again, for these people, there is just a way that God just makes them become okay with it, and just gives them peace, because at the end of the day, people accept that this is what is my life, and this is what I'm going to, I'm going to be happy regardless of it. So yeah, so yes, you are right. If it happens, I would be happy. And again, still, even if it doesn't happen, I will be happy. Either way, how I will be happy. So let me go back to the community tab, and also give you guys some of the assumptions that were sent there. So somebody said, you are driven to go and do what you like. You are strong, intelligent, and fair. Oh, and you are very kind. Oh, girl, you got me 100%. You're right. Yes. You are the crazy one of all your workmates. I am, but it's very weird. Sometimes I can just go to work specifically to work. I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, I don't want to joke, and I don't want to be crazy. And but most of the time, not even most of the time I am very professional, and I work like I'm just like. But depending on the team. If the team is crazy, and if the team is very welcoming and amazing, I will be the goof and the most crazy in the entire group. And then everyone is gonna be laughing like crazy from the time we started the duty until when and everyone, people want to hang out with me. They're like, oh, come hang out with us. You're so funny. You're so cool. You're so. I'm like that, yeah. But there's a time that I just want to be by myself sometimes, because I believe that sometimes it's good to like reboot your thoughts, and to like sort of not be so be loud all the time. I believe that there's a balance. So yeah, you are right in this. I i'm crazy, but not all the time. Not majority of the time. And again, you don't fly with the same people. You fly with people with different characters. And sometimes you find people who just don't want to talk, or they just have, they just are not like that. They're not outgoing like that. So you talk to yourself, or you talk to the walls. You just like, okay, so you're just gonna be professional and have the work get done and go back home, in peace. Okay. I did think you are kind and strong, but at the same time, also I feel like you are all over the place. You just go with the wind, and you learn by mistakes. Oh my God, yeah, it's true. It's true. I am like all over the place. I am all over the place kind of a person. And you guys, I don't know if it's okay. Well, I'm learning to be a bit more calm and collected, but I'm very random. I'm very random, and I'm very abrupt. I'm very random and abrupt. So I think you're right. My assumption is you are scared of not having a proper family, like get married before having your kids. So you might be thinking of taking a shortcut, or if that makes sense. All right, okay, you guys, about marriage, I know a lot of you guys are very concerned for some reason, and I know it comes from a good place for whatever reason. But then, okay, this is what I have come to realize about this, exactly what you say. I would like, of course, to have my own family and to have my own children and whatnot. And if it were not to happen on time, and my biological clock is, I'm not saying this is exactly what is going to happen, but I'm just saying that the world is so advanced nowadays. Even in Kenya, we have women who are not so lucky to have men who want to be make families with them. So sometimes they go through like a fertility clinic to have children on their own through like IVF, and in mostly they use sperm donor. And I have learned not to judge this type of women. And I have really learned that, because a lot of people have different journeys in life. And I believe that if you have dream to become a mother, it's only natural for you to become a mother. It's a very natural human reproduction, urge to want to have a kid. I believe that you don't have to wait for a man to make all your dreams come true, including becoming a mother. If you are well capable, like financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, to become a mother, you go. I believe that I would become a mother, not necessarily through going and finding a random guy and sleeping with him just for the sake of becoming a mother. I would opt for having a mother through IVF, and going to like with a donor. It's just the same thing to me, honestly. My child, people are saying there's a lot of women here on YouTube who are single mothers by choice. Sometimes some people's journey is different. People don't get married by, for me, honestly, as much as marriage is I assume marriage to be beautiful and a wonderful thing, but I'm just saying that it's not a priority. Like, look at me, from the time I was born until now, I'm unmarried, and I'm just fine. I'm just doing okay. I'm not, nothing in me is paining me for any reason. So for the rest of the life that I'm going to live, even if it didn't come, it's okay. I know, not that I said it doesn't come, but again, I'm just saying that for me, if it's in that case, I would find myself, like, when I'm in my rocking chair and really old, I would regret never ever having had a kid, rather than regretting never ever been married. I would regret that. And it would really bother me, because I like the idea of living, my heir, my bloodline, like, becoming a mother, and, like, sort of bringing up a child to in a way that God, like, I would. I would really, but it's not. I don't believe that I just have to be married to make all my dreams come true, including becoming a mother. I don't believe that. I believe that I can become a mother if I have the means to. I can. So this is just what my. I know a lot of people are not are very traditional, and they think that you have to only have a family within the confinement of marriage and all that. What if marriage is not in the picture for you? What if it doesn't happen and you really want to have a kid? The world is now very developed, and even I watched a documentary in Kenya. Women are going through about this, having kids via a fertility clinic in Kenya. This fertility clinic is very famous. So I'm like, whichever way, make your dreams come true, have your babies, whichever way. So somebody else, that you have no time for nonsense. Also, that you prefer your own company most of the time. Oh my God, you're so right. Yes, I do. I spend most of my time by myself in my own house, and eating my popcorn, watching my TV, and just my own company, flickering my toes, and that just it's just the most happiest way. Like, I don't like a lot of shenanigans. Like, I just want to be myself. I'm a loner type of a person. So okay, somebody is saying pretty smart, hardworking. From your talk about your boyfriend, I would like you Okay, I would say you are loyal, honest, and very caring person. You truly believe in God, and you show that in your life. That's what I think. And this, she says, God bless. Oh yeah, well, you are very right in your assumption. It's very, very right, very correct. I think you're a very focused but fun-loving person. My other assumption is that you are a very nice person, and some people try to take advantage of that. However, based on what you have shared with us, you have wised up and don't take crap from anybody regardless of who they are. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. Nowadays, I have just said that I am not going to focus on what other people think about me. Rather, I am going to focus on my relationship with my maker. Because at the end of the day, it's my maker and I. At the end of the day, the people outside do not matter. You know, they do not matter. They say us. They will always talk, and then they will sleep. So I will not take nonsense for anybody. Who I fear no one but the God who gives me life, who gives me breath inside my nostrils. That is the only person that I fear in this life. Otherwise, nobody is ever going to stand on me, to take advantage of me. I've learned that a hard way because I'm a very people pleaser. I could be a very people pleaser kind of a person. I want everybody to be happy, you know. I want to make everyone happy, even if I am suffering in it. I just want to make people happy. I'm somebody who wants to make peace with everyone around me, you know. So at the end of the day, sometimes people misjudge me a lot. I get misjudged a lot. And in most cases, I just feel like around me, like people get so intimidated by me for what sake. Even if I would just be like standing like this, somebody will just jump into conclusion that I have an attitude. Like, you have an attitude. You looked at me funny. I'm like, but I didn't say anything. Like this. I'm that kind of a person that people would want to take advantage. People would want to jump on. People would want to jump into conclusion about. But then I'm just like, be just like.
We are the